Hello and welcome. My name is Ellinor Banse. I'm a second year photography student at Algonquin College. I am going to be presenting 5 of my images, and I'm going to be explaining the whys and the hows of each one of them to make everyone who is watching this video understand a little bit better the whys and the hows of every and each one of my images. First image is, as you can see, a very colorful image. It's an image I shot of my boyfriend's back. I took a little bit of paint and I painted all over his back with different colors. I did different shapes. I did different styles. I went over and painted on some other parts again and again to make the paint look more vibrant. It is a metallic paint, which is why it makes the texture of his skin look so sharp. The reason why I put it on a white background is because the image itself is a very busy image, and I didn't want to make it even more busy putting another color in the background. Plus, I am a person who likes minimalism, and simple images speak to me the most. They don't have to be busy, they don't have to be too colorful, they don't have to have too much in order for me to like them. My next image is an image that I shot of donuts at Tim's. I went to Tim's and I got some donuts and I just placed them on a background. Funny enough, the initial background wasn't pink. I had to edit it into that color because the initial background was light cream color, and it made the image look very sad. Thanks to a friend of mine who recommended me to change the color into something more warm, I ended up editing into a pink color, which is why it is on a pink background. The editing on this image was quite extensive because the glaze on the donuts was not as clean as it looks here. But it was a fun process, and I always like to go back and see how well I did the editing. Next image is an environmental portrait I shot of my friend Olivia. I did it outside with the help of a flash, and again you can see that the picture itself is a very simple and minimalistic image. On the left you can see some strokes that I did with some pencils on Photoshop. Why? Because I wanted to include my art once again. The colors on the image are complementary colors. Complementary colors mean that on the color wheel they're opposite to each other and that they are appealing to the human eye. My fourth image is an image that actually happens to be a test shot that I liked so much that I used in my final portfolio. It is a test shot of the first image I showed you, the colored back. The reason why I did it in black and white is because I like the cleanliness of it, and when it was in color it was a little bit distracting. Meanwhile, when it's in black and white you can see the shadows a little better and everything looks a little crisper. My last image is my self-portrait. This image I struggled a little bit to shoot because I wasn't sure what I was going to shoot and why. I just improvised. I hopped into the bathtub and it took me about 2 hours to shoot. Why? Because expressing yourself is something, but expressing yourself and trying to show everyone else who you are, who you're trying to be, what you like and what you don't like, etc., etc., is something very different. A self-portrait is harder than I ever thought it would be, but in the end it turned out better than I expected. I painted myself with the same paint I used on my boyfriend's back because, as I said, art is everywhere in my life, and I liked the way that the colors looked when I painted my boyfriend's back, which is why I did it again on myself. Why the bathtub? Because I was very vulnerable, and what better way to show who you truly are than being vulnerable to everyone who sees you. And why am I looking into the camera? To captivate people's attentions. Those are my 5 images. I hope you like them. If you're interested in seeing them again or seeing more of my work, go to my website. And I hope you enjoy what is yet to come. Thank you very much. Good night.